XRP, XRP, XRP. Welcome back to the Crypto ZX channel, to the XRP family. I'm sure you guys are having a great time. If you hold XRP and other crypto assets, I'm sure your portfolio is looking amazing today because we have started off Q4 on such a positive note. And again, this is something we've been anticipating, and I know a lot of haters are going to be speechless right now, but we're going to be talking about what's happening, giving you guys updates on XRP that you guys enjoy. Make sure you guys are subscribed, please, and your bell icon is on so you're notified every time we make an upload. But looking across the board, again, I'm sure you guys don't need any introduction at this point. We're starting off on a really good note. Pretty much the broader market is up right now. XRP is priced right now at $2.94. Amazing, up 3.4%, but we're kind of lagging in Bitcoin compared down about 0.4%. Valuation, $176 billion in the 24-hour trading volume at $6 billion. As always, just a quick disclaimer, anything on this channel is not financial advice. Always do your own due diligence and research when you are investing in crypto. So XRP just flipped Bitcoin in trading volume on South Korea's largest exchange up it. Let that sink in. Liquidity is flooding in. Asia's demand for XRP is not slowing. Every ripple move adds fuel. Are you paying attention yet? And I know some people are going to come out and say, and Crypto ZX, take a look at the broader, volume of Bitcoin. But, we're talking about one of the largest exchanges in the world that is up it. So, this is a factor that we shouldn't really be taking quite slightly. This is something I want you guys to be paying very close attention to. And shout out to X Finance Bo for posting this, because this is a great take here. But moving forward, a little serious thing, maybe, I'm not trying to end the party here for a lot of people, but of course I want to share this with you guys. Shout out to Nate Garcia. Nate Garcia says, looks like a prolonged government shutdown would definitely impact the launch of a new spot crypto ETFs. Crypto, October ETF might be on hold for a bit from SEC's operation plan under the lapse in appropriations and government shutdown. So again, obviously, if this were to happen, remember there's a lot of deadlines that are happening, but I think tomorrow is such an important day. The next 24 hours is so important. The reason why I say that is because, hear me very carefully, tomorrow the Litecoin ETF, I think that's the deadline for tomorrow for the Litecoin ETF for the SEC. We're really going to see how they react to that. Because this means everything. This tells us everything as to what's really going to happen. Are they going to approve it? Are they going to delay it? Are they going to approve all of the other ETFs? Like if they approve Litecoin, maybe they might come and approve Solana ETF as well as XRP ETF. But if they don't, maybe we push into November. Let me know in the comments what you guys personally think about this. But this is something we need to be keeping our eyes closed on. So take a look at this. Bitcoin has reclaimed the trader's realized price at 160,000, pushing back into the bull phase, with quarter four targets eyeing a staggering 160 to $200,000. Speaking about Bitcoin is on the wave back towards the upside, currently sitting at $118,000. They could not be more excited as to what's happening with Bitcoin right now. This is absolutely amazing. Again, there are a lot of people that were doubting that the price of Bitcoin would reclaim these levels, believe it or not. And here we are, a lot of haters nowhere to be seen at this point. 118,300. We're about to close the October start on such a positive note, and I am anticipating all-time highs to be retested much quicker. But Bitcoin is due for a new all-time high, because let's take a look at this right here. The S&P hits a new record high. It's time for Bitcoin to shine, but we'll kind of shed some light on the S&P a little later on. You can see the crypto market has added $160 billion in market valuation just since the start of October 1st. It hasn't even been 24 hours, and that's how much capital has flown in. A lot of excitement in the air, and Binance and Tether are currently dominating XRP's net inflows, pushing the price up to 294. So is the broader market. But take a look at this. Saving and sending money across Africa shouldn't be expensive or slow. Our USD-backed stablecoin RLUSD is changing that. So RLUSD is shining, guys. It is being used quite a bit worldwide, and it's just the start, right? Through the partnership with Chippers and Valor.com and Yellow Card, we're reducing cost, boosting speed, and delivering reliable access for individuals and businesses across the continent. This is huge, and this really gives us a better understanding how much use case RLUSD really has for itself. But let's take a look at what's happening with the dominance here. Dominance currently sitting at 59.09% right now, still ranging at the level where we were yesterday. So, not slowing down or going back to where we were back in September. That's where the excitement really kicks in. But look at the magnitude of a green day we have already had with dominance still sitting at 59%. Now, I'm sure you guys are probably, putting 1 and 2 together. Imagine where it would be when we're sitting at 57%. And that is a good thing to be thinking about. But Bitcoin is absolutely breaking out right now. $118,267. Look at this beautiful bounce right here. And we're on our way to close the monthly candle on such a positive note. And I cannot wait for that. And I definitely think the market is going to react in a positive way. But you want to see the dominance pulling down. That is something that we really want to see happening. But due to the government shutdown, I think the dominance is also kind of going up. And remember, the S&P usually has a good record once government shutdown happens. In the past, if you're looking at the historic patterns, you do tend to see S&P go up, but gold is ripping right now. And I think, again, is Bitcoin going to be considered a safe haven asset? Again, that was the main component of Bitcoin to be obviously launching. It was obviously a hedge against inflation, and of course during uncertain times. Maybe Bitcoin is the next leader in terms of the wave towards the upside, and Bitcoin is definitely showing that right now. But again, Q4 couldn't have started on a positive note. If you're looking at XRP's price right now, $2.94. Again, we're about to close in the 23.6, the daily candle here as well. I'm targeting $3 in the next I wouldn't even be surprised. Let's actually put this into perspective. Yeah, in the next few hours to come, $3 resistance to be retested for the first time since September 21st, and that would be quite something. I am anticipating that, especially if we're able to close here, which it looks like we are doing so. Let me know in the comments what you guys think. Thanks for all the love. It's time to lock in. I'm going to keep you guys updated every single day. No days off, no matter what it is, Christmas, Halloween, whatever the case may be. We're making updates for you guys every single day, and that's a promise from me to you. I'm going to try my absolute best. If I miss a day, I'm going to do a giveaway for you guys. So make sure you guys hold me to that. If you are not subscribed or you're waiting for, follow me on X in the comments down below. In the link in the description box below. We'll see you later. Been Crypto ZX, and peace out.